Long live the king. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, people of the wide internet. I'm back again with another video. And today we're going to talk about the death of the great king, the COVID king, Andrew Cuomo. So he issued his resignation finally yesterday. Very surprising, very touching, very moving speech. No, it was none of those things. It was, besides surprising. But this all happens about a week after this bombshell investigation comes out, basically saying, dude's a fucking creeper who did a lot of bad things that he shouldn't have done, and we're gonna probably prosecute him. So that all happened. And I got some more interesting tidbit we're going to talk about. But let's fucking get into it, eh? Get after it. Pitter patter. So, Cuomo resigns. What we know, what we don't, and what's next. I don't care what we don't and what's next. Like, Lieutenant Governor steps up, and it's back to business as usual. This doesn't change what's going to happen in government. Basically, being an election, great, whatever. Maybe all those people that failed at fucking running for New York City governor can make it to this one. Looking at my boy Andrew Yang. Woo woo! Yang gang! No. He would be my preferred candidate, but is it really a good option in that field? It's a Democratic state. They're all pretty fucking terrible. But New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announced his resignation Tuesday, exactly not two, but 1 week after a bombshell report was released that concluded he sexually harassed nearly a dozen women while in office. Yeah, pretty straightforward, right? Homie is a diddler. He's not a good guy, but we already knew that, right? This is not new news. This is just a report saying that everything he's been accused of is kind of collaborated, corroborated. Sorry, that's where I was looking. Corroborated. Oh man, it's hard to speak. I'm sorry. And the thing is, these are sexual assault allegations. You can't really prove that. No one's there. They're just saying that these people seem credible. Which, is fine, especially in the era of believe all women. We're not going to go through any of some of the shit that's happened with him, and all the fucking other people who are supposed to be these big advocates who were stumbling for him. But we do have another piece to get around to. Cuomo's resignation will be effective in 14 days, ending his term, don't care. Yeah, like I said, Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul. I don't even know how to say your name. I'm sorry, Kathy. Hopefully you do much better. Will then replace Cuomo beginning her term as the state's 57th governor. Another Democrat, nothing's changed. I think in his speech he said, we need to let government govern, so I'm going to get the fuck out the way. Nothing's going to change here. You're going to still have shitty fucking policies. Yeah. Press conference. 10 minutes into his 15-minute speech, blah, blah, blah. In the minutes leading up to the impromptu resignation, Cuomo attempted to discredit the Attorney General's report by saying it was tainted by political motivations and falsehoods. You're tainted by political motivation and falsehoods. You basically represent everything I hate about government. You have overreach of authority. You're creepy. You're abusive of power. The list just goes on and on and on. Senior Cuomo, your defense for assaulting this woman is I'm Italian. I'm just Italian. Really? That makes you lovey-feely? I know a few Italian people, and they don't put their hands up other women's shirts publicly. They don't do the things that you've done. Hell, I don't even know if your brother's done the things you've done, and he's your brother, right? So you guys have the same lineage. He's Italian, and we'll get to him in a second. But that was your fucking defense. Was, oh, I'm just Italian. Like I'm just very handsy feely. Like you, it's the same fucking defense they have for Biden when he's sniffing children. Like, ugh. And the worst part is this is what takes this guy down. This is what takes this guy down. Not the fact that he killed thousands of seniors. The Democrats were okay with that. They were almost okay with him being a fucking little diddler, too. Being fucking... Ugh. Ugh. Like, no one cares that he literally... His policies led to higher deaths. But we want to talk about DeSantis and his, how the case shot up. Yeah, sure. Case shot up. His death rate's nowhere near Cuomo, so I don't want to hear it. And this was the guy who got the Emmy for fucking being, this great leader during COVID. And it turns out he was actually fucking garbage and has been sexually harassing women. I don't see anyone walking those allegations, or any of that shit back. Like, we should be going scorched earth on this man's legacy and just removing him left, right, and center from everything. It should have happened a long time ago. It did. I don't know why it took this report for the Democrats to finally, like, oh yeah, I guess it's time to kick him to the curb. Like, y'all purport to be this, big women's rights fucking advocates, but when it comes to actually protecting women, you're very piss poor on that. Looking at you, Tara Reid. Looking at you. But it doesn't stop there. It gets better. Oh, and also, if you didn't see the writing on the wall when his lead aide was like, I'm off, I'm out, jumping ship on this one, and then his brother, his brother was like, I'm going to take a week. Because it's my birthday. Yeah, right, motherfucker. Like, y'all knew this shit was coming. You saw the writing on the wall, and you just didn't want to be around to answer the tough questions, because you were doing nothing but laying up fucking softballs for this man during COVID and just doing your little Q-tip routine, like, oh, look at me, look at us, oh, yeah, la, la, la. And then, like, I think you had him on, like, fucking daily at some point on CNN. Like, you're supposed to be this journalist with all this credibility, like, and this great guy, and you're the one helping everyone jerk off your brother. You're getting your little handsy in there too. Like, everyone wanted this guy's load, and you're like, well, I'm special because I know him, so I get the tip. Like, I get the first shot. Fucking everyone just jerking this dude off. But yeah, now that his big brother, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, has resigned amid a sexual harassment scandal. What's next for the TV brother who helped him respond to it? Oh, that's right. You were implemented in his emails. Making, like, what was it? You were helping him write press statements and shit. And how to respond to this, like that. But the worst part is as you're helping him write statements, when this story broke, you were like, I can't cover it. I can't say anything, guys. Because he's my brother. It would be, it would just not be right. I forget the words or terms he used. Like, you had no problem running fucking all the good times for him. But when chips went down, you didn't want to touch it. And everyone on your own freaking network was saying, and you didn't even make a single statement. Not even a small little 10-second, like, hey, it's going on, And it was big news. So, did the younger brother have anything to do with the governor's decision Tuesday to step down in 2 weeks? Why are some critics calling on Chris Cuomo to be fired? Well, seeing as he's kind of been behind the scenes on everything to do with the guy, I would guarantee that he had insider information, particularly when he, like I said, goes on vacation just as the story breaks. Convenient timing. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Yeah, we're not that fucking stupid, you idiot. Well, a lot of your Democratic listeners are, but not the rest of us. What does CNN have to say about the primetime anchor's future at the network? So far, nothing, but CNN provided past statements concerning its top-rated star. Just today, we also reached out to Chris Cuomo for comment. Uh, my money is he comes back and it's business as usual. You know, um, they should drop him. Like, this guy's a fucking thorn in their side at this point. So much bad PR this guy has brought them over everything to do with his brother. And the thing is, it's not like he has a great show anyway. CNN's ratings are tanking. If they go any farther, they're going to be about as bad as anything I put out, which is like nothing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, but I'm sure he comes back in a week, too. And once this all blows over and no one says shit to him about it, and he keeps going on pretending to be a journalist. Why does it matter what happens to Chris Cuomo? Well, because he's implemented in this. Right? He's implemented. His hands are all over this. Not necessarily all over the women, but the response for his brother, like I said, he was helping craft PR for him. So what happens to him at CNN is less important to me than what happens to all the other journalists whose ethics we question. Those bond of trust with the citizens they serve could be damaged by the choices he made. Are you, like, seriously? What ethics? Mainstream journalism today it doesn't exist. It's fucking partisan hack bullshit. You got to go outside to third-party sources to find real information that's maybe factual with a little less spin on it, little less. But there's really not any objective journalism done today. So they haven't had fucking credibility in years. When it comes to credibility and trust, people don't see news reporters or organizations; they see the media. Yep, there you go. And there is no trust from the media. We all know this. Where is Chris Cuomo? On vacation in an undisclosed location. It's a regularly scheduled, long-planned break, according to CNN's media reporter Brian Stelter, reporting on this Sunday show. Reliable sources. Well, that's ironic. Seeing as CNN is nowhere near reliable and typically doesn't source their shit. What role did Cuomo play in his brother's scandal? Oh, scathing report by the New York State Attorney General. This is where we get into it. Scathing report by New York State Attorney General's office on Andrew Cuomo's behavior also includes Chris, who was interviewed as part of the investigation, testified that he urged his brother to show remorse in conference calls in which he participated. But he didn't. He said, "Listen, ladies, I'm just Italian. It's just how I am. I'm just a little plumber guy, And I just want to, just want to clean your pipes. You know what I mean?" The Attorney General report makes it clear his actions went well beyond that, says Culver, including acting as a strategic advisor to the embattled governor's team while his employer covered the scandal. Woo, Cuomo was instructed not to discuss his brother on air in recent weeks. Yep, there you go. That's it right there. Man was running fucking PR for this guy, for his brother in the middle of his scandal, and then didn't touch with the 10-foot pole. 20, 30-foot pole, man. You get the biggest pole you can find. Chris Cuomo wouldn't have touched his brother with it. Fucking weird, right? Like these two, Jesus Christ. Like, Cuomo, how do you step back from this? Like, how? Because it's all just one big scandal at this point. It's fucking terrible. Glad to see he's gone. Business as usual is going to happen, but it shouldn't have taken this. It shouldn't have gone this long, right? Like, he was trying to outlive this as hard as he could. But, let's hope. Maybe we'll get some real investigations and some other facts. Doubt it. Don't think it's going to happen, but fuck it. We'll see what happens. So, yeah. The king is dead. The COVID king is freaking dead. Just so everyone knows, it's done. It's over with. Stick a fork in him. He is done. He's out. He's on the back 9 right now. And he's actually on like the back 3. And his score ain't going to get any better. He tanked the last fucking back 9 real hard. So he's out. And hopefully the criminal investigation goes forward and they fucking stick this guy to the wall. Stick him I doubt it. You know, that's probably part of his resignation deal. Was like they're like, hey, if you step down, we'll take it a little bit easier. But we'll see. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time here. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and just let me know if this is what you guys are interested in talking about. Because this is what I'm interested in talking about. But maybe I'll take a spin, take a hit, do what y'all want. Okay. Okay. Well, toodaloo, motherfucker.